Hey y'all. Okay. So this is my latest pregnancy vlog. And I've been meaning to do one for the past 2 weeks because the last one I did was 17 weeks. And I was going to do, and I missed 18-week vlog because I got busy with school and my intern. So then the 19th week came up and I was getting ready to go out of town. So, I was like, oh crap, I'll do it when I get out of town. Didn't happen. So, this is 18, 19, 20, but technically we're going to call this 21 because while I was out of town, I came to realize that I'm actually 21 weeks as of today. And I will tell you how I came to that realization. It's a horrific story. Not necessarily horrific, but I'm just being dramatic. So, what had happened was Thursday, which was Valentine's Day, I got everything packed up and ready to go. So Friday morning, early morning, like 5 o'clock, we hit the road to Jacksonville, Florida. See my best friend. Took my kids, my friend Amina. My husband was getting ready to go out of town for work, so he just stayed home for that Friday, Saturday, because he was going to leave Sunday. So it was just a mommy kids trip thing. And so we got there around 10 that Friday, and we spent the day Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We took the kids on a boat ride. We took them bowling, and then we went out to eat at Golden Corral. So Monday morning, which is President's Day, I was going to come home. I wasn't sure quite what time, but I was thinking early in the morning again. But also I was thinking whenever I wake up because I was kind of tired. And so, of course, right before 5 o'clock in the morning, like 4 something, I wake up with a horrible pains in my stomach. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And as soon as I get up, because I couldn't lay down really anymore, I got up, had to run to the bathroom because I had to vomit. And short story, vomiting, using the restroom, I had diarrhea, all of those things from about 5 a.m. to about 5 p.m. But all the way up to about 4-ish, I had drank some, no, I think it was like 2, 3. I drank some apple cider vinegar is what Amina suggested because she was looking it up. Because I wasn't sure if I had food poisoning. I wasn't sure if I had a bug. I wasn't sure what it was. It just came out of nowhere. Nobody else in the house was sick, just me. And I was like, okay, I know we ate some grilled food over the past weekend. And my stomach is very sensitive to grilled food if it's not cooked all the way. Most people's stomach is, but mine is really sensitive to it. And I know that the night before Saturday, my best friend's brother, he had cooked some chicken on the grill and it didn't get all the way done before the coals went out, so he put it in the oven, and it was in the oven like 20-30 minutes. So I got a piece and I ate a couple pieces off of it, and I was like, okay, I need to go back in the oven. And so I was like, okay, maybe that could have been what caused it. The night before we had steak off, you know, and my steak, I have to have it well done or medium well, really medium well or well done. And so mine was a little more medium well mostly, and then like one section wasn't, so I didn't eat that section. But I guess leading up to, you know, I was just real paranoid. I was like, oh crap, okay, I just don't want my stomach to hurt. So it could have been anything. And all of that said, I drank the apple cider vinegar later on in that evening, laid down again, of course, after more heave ho, more vomiting and pooping. Then 5 o'clock in the evening, I finally got enough energy to go ahead and go to the hospital, because I wanted to go to the hospital earlier because I couldn't keep anything. I couldn't keep water down, no ginger ale. I couldn't even keep a cracker down. Like I had one cracker and it was a beast when it came back up. It was ridiculous. So, and then after that, I was just throwing up stomach bile, like just the acid in your stomach. So my chest was hurting, my side was hurting, my back was hurting. Like I was just hurting everywhere. It was bad. And throat was hurting. I felt like my mouth was just rank. It was just, you throwing about it, it's not cool. So got to the point where I was like, okay, I finally want to go to the hospital. I can finally get up. I can make it to the hospital. Because the thing is, I didn't want to vomit in the car, and I didn't want to do all of that. And I'm out of town. I really didn't want to go to the hospital. I was trying to let it pass if it could, but it just was not seeming like it was going to go nowhere. So we get to the hospital 5:30. And you know, they finished my paperwork about 5:45. They don't call me back to the back to take me to the back until 6 o'clock ish. So they get me to the back. I'm going from this room to that room to that room to that room. Still, I don't have a room of my own. They're not giving me any fluids. They taking blood from me. Won't let me drink no water. They're not giving me nowhere to lay down. I'm telling them I'm hurting. I had abdominal cramps, back cramps, everything. Like, it was just so horrific. It was, because I'm pregnant. I'm like, I'm 5 months. Oh, and they would not admit me to the women's unit because I was considered at that point 19 weeks and 4 days. I wasn't 20 weeks yet, and I wasn't bleeding, so I could not go to the women's center. So I had to sit in the ER with all the rest of the folks. And because I was just having vomiting and diarrhea, which was the symptoms that a lot of people there were having, I was just a number just like everybody else. So about 11, like 10 something, I had to just bust out. My husband was like, somebody need to be up in there and act the ass so you can get something done. I'm like, no, to me, I'm not the type to act the ass, especially not in the hospital, because I know they be staffed up, you know, they be having problems. I'm the type that's gonna break down and you gonna feel bad and you gonna do something about it. That's me, and that's what happened. I'm like, I really wasn't even trying to cry. I was just trying to explain what was going on. And I bust out crying. I'm pregnant. I'm not feeling good. I ain't ate. I've been throwing up all day. Ain't nobody paying no attention. Y'all keep moving me here, moving me there. I'm cramping. My legs are now cramping because I have no water. I have no hydration in my system. But they won't give me nothing because my labs ain't came back and they don't know if they need to make sure I'm dehydrated or whatever the case was. My thing is, if someone said they've been vomiting all day and they can't keep anything down, they're supposed to get fluids anyway, regardless. I don't know why I didn't receive fluids when I first got there, especially being pregnant. I don't understand what their logic was. So, whatevs on that. That pissed me off. So, had a nurse that wasn't even supposed to be dealing with me. She took care of me, put me in the room where she was at, hooked me up with the IV, got me some ice, got me some Jello to see if I could hold something down. So then she ends up finding me a room. At this point, it's like 11:30 at night. So, my husband, like I said, he was going out of town for work. He went out of town for work on Sunday. This is Monday night. He came from Douglas, Georgia to see me, which was 2.5 hours away. So he just drove after he got off his shift and just came to see me, make sure I was okay. And so I was there, and around 12, because the whole time I told him I was having chest pains. I told him everything that I had. I was like, I'm an asthmatic, I have chest pain. I was like, my ribs are hurting. I said, I don't know if it's from the vomiting or if it's from my chest. Like, I'm like, all of this is hurt. Like, I'm just hurt. So finally, like 12 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock, I'm in the room that she finally finds for me, and my chest starts hurting so bad. Like, more than heartburn and indigestion, more than, like, it's just like everything all together at once. It just... So again, telling everybody and their mama what's wrong with me 20 million times after I've been telling them all day, the same people, the same thing. They've decided to keep me there. Oh, and in the midst of this, before I even get there, I did get an ultrasound, but it was on the little, like a little compact laptop thing. And the doctor was like, what did he say? Oh, I'm like, because I told him the baby hadn't moved all day. He was like, okay, well, let's check. So he pulls out the little laptop looking thing, and it's small, and he's trying to find it. He's taking like 10 minutes, and I'm like, is everything okay? Yeah, the baby's just big. I'm like, hold up. Is the baby measuring, you know, 19, 20 weeks like it's supposed to? Oh, I don't know. I don't do all that. Hold up, girl. You're going too fast. Then call a specialist if you really don't know what you're doing. So with that said, the baby, he finally found the heartbeat, and that's all they really wanted to find, is make sure baby heartbeat was beating. So I was like, okay, cool. So go back forward to me finally being in that room, telling them I'm hurting, and they say, okay, you know, we're gonna keep you overnight. You are now admitted to the hospital. It is mandatory that you stay now, type thing. So then they come, wheel me off. They take me to go get the EKG came to me. I got a chest X-ray. I got this thing called a VQ scan, but that was a whole, like, that was 9 o'clock in the morning that I was supposed to get at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was there from 5 p.m. Monday until 8 p.m. Tuesday getting worked on. But in the midst of that, I got another ultrasound, and when the doctor came back, he explained to me that I'm 21 weeks. At that point, on Tuesday, I was 20 weeks and 5 days. So today, I'm 21 weeks. as of Thursday. So that's the story of why I'm 21 weeks, and then that's the story of where I've been at and why I didn't make the vlog last week when I was trying to, because then when I was going to, I got sick, and then the week before that I was busy. So that's that. Okay, that's part one.